That is the intro now.
Is
Forevermore.
Was it good?
It sounds pretty cool in my ears right here. So like I mean that could be from the aquarium cleaning or the White Claw I'm about to drink because I didn't drink it yet.
Oh, I mean, like I've been drinking the White Claw and cleaning the aquarium, so
Yes.
my fish tank over here at least.
I'm gonna have to find a new euphemism because I don't know if that's what actually cleaning a fish tank
Yeah.
sounds like.
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever seen like a fish cleaner come through and just start bubbling in the tank.
No.
So we'll think of something else, people. But for right now, the fish tank is getting bubbled pretty hard.
Bubbled.
A lot of bubbles.
All right. Anyway, this is the official first episode of Trash Culture. My name is Nick. Like always, that is always co-hosting with me is
Oscar.
So there's been like since the beginning of the pandemic, we have like quite a few things to talk about. Like, you know, like
it's been a year now, right?
It's been about almost a year. It's been like let's say March. Everything started closing down in March, right?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. The last show I went to was the Acacia Strain. I think that was either in March or February.
It was February. It had to
February.
have been February because
Yeah.
I left for Canada, and I didn't get to go to that. So, by the way, that was going from there to back to here.
Yeah.
Was a fucking trip and a half.
For trues?
Was what?
For trues?
For trues. I am for serious. It was literally like and I didn't even want to leave the thing that with that. It was just
I mean, how was it up there?
it was for me it was just perfect. It was just like I was in Montreal. Montreal's a city. And it, other than like, you know, being in Manhattan or, you know, other cities like out here in the United States, it's just like very lax. People like just walk slow and shit. Just, you know,
everyone just goes at their own pace.
Basically.
Okay.
And you know, weed's legal up there.
Which leads to the question I've been actually asking. You know, how is it up there? Like comparatively to the illegal shit that you would get, you know, maybe around here. I wouldn't know. I'm a good Christian boy, so I just drink my my seltzers, my non-alcoholic seltzers, and
flavored seltzers.
Yeah, my flavored seltzers. You know, I don't drink, you know, the Devil's Nectar, Coca-Cola, and you know, I don't partake in the Devil's Lettuce. But you know, if you know, I assume that you look like you do. So
Well, you know, I may have partaken.
may have dabbled a little bit.
May have dabbled with the Devil's Lettuce. May have danced with the devil in the pale moonlight.
I'm
Wow.
envious.
So how is it the weed up there?
Yes, that is the question.
The weed up there is amazing, cheap, and really good actually.
Like how cheap?
Like
how much is comparatively like $40 worth here?
$40 worth here
is how much over there?
Like you could go and get the cheapest eighth, which is $20 Canadian. Now $40. You're saying $40 American, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
$40 American. So like if you wanted something that's like $40 American, you get 2/8 that are 18% THC, which is like you're getting a quarter.
Okay.
And then you can get like a three pre-roll pack that's 19% THC. That's a hybrid.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So like you're walking out with a quarter, and that's with American money.
What's the smoking regulations there? Do you have to can you walk around with a joint and it'll be cool?
In the beginning, I think it was when they first started legalizing.
Yeah.
But I've walked out of the dispensaries out there and have lit a joint right in front of a cop, and they've said nothing.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
No, it's great. It's just like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not smoking. I'm just smoking weed. It's not like, what's the worst I'm going to do? Oh my God, look, there's a fucking Dairy Queen. Let me go in there.
Yeah, just fucking clean house.
Right? But just the weed up there was great. Like the grade of it, just how cheap it was. They were trying to get rid of the black market. That I asked
Yeah.
one of the workers up there, like, well, the province of Quebec was trying to get rid of the black market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
But their issues with also their issues there with COVID. While I was stuck there during COVID,
Yes.
They were a little different from when I came back here. Like it was basically like everybody was a law-abiding citizen, in Canada. Everybody's wearing their mask. Everybody's, if you're essential, you're going to work. If you're not, you're staying the fuck home. A lot of, they handled it very well, it seemed. And, they started to open back up a little bit more than we do. Granted, I talk to my friends now, and they still have to go out and wear masks. But
Okay.
it's not as crazy.
Okay. They're not in lockdown anymore, right? Like
No.
they're good.
No, not in lockdown. It's basically like, just go
Is there
out.
any like rumor? I mean, I don't know if you know now. Like, do they have like rumors of them like creeping back up to lockdown, or are they like actually literally like they're about to like be done?
It seems like it's slowly going away.
Okay.
But there's still a curfew there, so I think it's just stagnant, just steady. But I haven't talked to any of my friends that are in that live in Montreal recently. So, when I came back, like I came like first of all, getting back was a hellscape. So, as far as you knew, while I was up there, I
Yep.
was engaged.
Yes. Yes.
So, long story short, learning that, knowing the signs of a lot of red flags and being gaslit and everything, got to experience a different country and everything. But then I got to experience driving a rental from the border of Canada to like Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, okay.
And that's like 10 and a half hours especially for somebody that doesn't really drive.
Yeah.
Having my hand on one hand of the steering wheel and my other hand on the AC, switching on and off, 18-wheelers going past, you're like, holy shit, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
You're just trying to get home.
Yeah, if you're not used to
completely.
driving, it's not fun, especially a trip that long.
Well, especially going down the 87 too. That's
Yeah.
some crazy shit. Coming back it was a lot of differences out here. There was people like some people just didn't wear masks, and people weren't abiding by everything, and
Yeah.
it just seemed like it wasn't that big of a deal out here, and completely just
Yeah,
Well,
there's a level of disregard around here. That's
of great disregard. It's almost you know what it is, and it's basically it's basically here's the thing is that when I was up there, a lot of those people weren't like believed in like propaganda or like crazy conspiracy theory shit.
they don't have any of that up there.
They don't really like
They don't have like a Canadian Alex Jones or something.
at least that as far as I knew, no. But they see us because I asked a few people while living up there. They see us as people that are like live in fear,
Oh, really?
as paranoid people.
I see the paranoia. Yeah, paranoia's there.
Paranoid and hostile, and that's the whole.
That sounds about right. I mean, maybe not the. No, we're pretty much scared all the time. That's about right.
Right.
That's about right.
So basically, we are.
No, they're pretty much right. They're on the money. They got it.
We like with that being said, like people know that our government distills fear in us, or some people just don't think that. either way, we have a lot of people that are conspiracy theorists out here. So especially when COVID comes out, they're like, oh, they're going to get us. Oh, they're doing population control. Oh, my God, they're putting chips in us. And it's like, all right, just relax for a second, dude. Just breathe. Like, what would you, like, would you even feed into any of that?
What, the conspiracies?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's always fun to think about that kind of stuff, as horrible as it is. But, do I buy into any of it? I mean, like, in terms of what? Like, it's man-made or something, or...
As far as it's to control the population.
No, I mean,
Anything
I
like
think
that.
it's just some freak thing that happened. I don't think it's population control unless you consider just the Earth naturally just doing population control on us.
That's very true. But I mean, as the Earth, you're thinking that, like, if anything, the Earth would somehow evolve organically
yeah.
and purge us off.
Oh yeah, no, totally. I mean, I think it's a reaction. Like we had it good for a while. Like we haven't had a plague since what, the actual bubonic plague, or was there a Spanish flu?
There was a Spanish flu.
Spanish flu,
yeah,
something
the
like
Spanish
that.
flu.
And in the hubris of our science, eventually there was going to be something that were not prepared for.
Yeah.
Like there's always the other scares, which I never remember being this bad, like SARS or swine flu,
Right.
Avian flu, but because we were never in lockdown or anything like that. But no, I do believe that, like, we've had it good for a while. We're due for things. That is the thing. We're due to get completely fucked as a species at some point. And this is just kind of like the little appetizer. Like, okay, the Earth is like, all right, yeah, I know you guys got it good right now, but it's about to get fucking crazy.
So you're saying that humanity in itself evolved and plateaued and is now devolving and digressing. I mean, I do agree with that. I'm just asking if that's what you're saying.
I don't think it is devolving, but I do think we've plateaued. And
Right.
it's not maybe not devolving, but like degenerating or atrophying, I guess, as
Right.
a species, where it's just like we don't know where else to go, which I think the next thing to go to is, space or something. But we're not
Just go inhabit another planet.
Yeah, really, like to just try and terraform another planet. That should be the next thing that we should collectively be doing as a species, but we're so concerned about all this other shit that, eventually when the Earth does get rid of us, we won't, or tries to get rid of us, we won't be ready for it.
Mm. Well, we won't.
Just like what happened with COVID. We
And-
weren't ready for it. We just were not ready for it.
And also, so we have, speaking of which, we have filled out our own apocalypse bingo card.
Yes.
So, if anybody listening to the podcast, you could fill these in any random order you would like. If you win, I mean, if you win at all, that means we're dead.
We're dead.
We're fucked.
Yeah, this isn't really a fun bingo.
So either way out of this bingo
But it might
is...
be. I don't know.
It might be. If that's what your end game is.
Yeah, if that's what you're into.
So, so as for if anybody would want to play along, we have asteroids, just hitting and smashing the fucking Earth into pieces.
It's funny because I always, that was always a big fear of mine, because there's no way we're gonna, and if anything bigger than, I think, what they say, I don't know, but they always say it's gonna be like the size of a mountain or something, or like the size of a state,
Right.
that's gonna come down or something like that. Every single movie that I've seen, it's something like that, and I'm just like, if that hits, there's no surviving it. There's no surviving it. And then, I've seen the documentaries and stuff that says, even if you do survive this, somehow, you're going to be living through hell for the next, I think, 2 years before, even the slightest bit of the sun comes through. And by then, all the vegetation, all this stuff is going to die off, so you'd have to find whatever remnants of whatever you can find, or learn how to eat algae or something. I don't know. So, asteroids is a big fear, but I mean,
we're perfectly fucked in that one. And honestly, if that were gonna happen, if it was like cataclysmic, where it's like an asteroid is coming, we're fucking gonna die. All right, I'm gonna be like, what am I gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna smoke this fucking joint, and then I'm gonna drink this fucking bottle of whiskey and be like, all right, I'm ready. Depending on if the asteroid comes before I finish the bottle of whiskey, so.
I don't know. Like, as a good Christian boy, I probably want to do acid.
It's a good Christian boy.
Good Christian
I would
boy.
like to do a psychedelic.
I would like to do a psychedelic.
I would like to find
I
Christ
want to
before
peak just as
I
the thing just comes down and hits us. And I'd be like, this is the greatest thing ever.
So
Jesus. All right, what's the next one we got?
the next one we have is solar flare homicide.
Oh, the solar flare is acting up and shit.
Yeah.
Well, with the solar flares, that would just be a worldwide. Well, number one, if they got bad enough and it ruins our electromagnetic field around the Earth, then basically all the sun's rays are coming through and it's cooking us.
Yep.
But like I think like best case scenario, if it gets bad,
like bacon.
yeah, that would suck. Like what you call it? I think best case scenario would be it knocks out all electronics worldwide, so you wouldn't even be able to hear this podcast. Like it would knock out everything. Anything that has any sort of electrical impulse would be knocked out. So we'd be living in the Stone Age.
If you survived.
If you survived. Because there'd be planes falling out of the skies, like, I don't know.
I don't think...
Deers revolting or something. I don't know what happens in that scenario.
I don't know. Did you say deers molting?
Revolting.
Deers revolting?
I don't know.
Against what?
Against, I don't know, the people.
It's going to be... What is that?
Against their, like, stereos or whatever. I don't know.
Well, it's not like... I mean...
Everyone knows deers hate stereos.
If...
It's a commonly known fact. Damn you, alcohol.
Oh, God. Well, if that would be possible, if the next one had to happen, which would be nukes, the next one on the bingo card.
Yeah, we'd be screwed.
If there was like, like in, an Adventure Time scenario where it's like the giant mushroom cloud, a.k.a. a nuclear bomb.
Which is such a cool representation
of
nuclear apocalypse to kids.
Giant mushroom cloud.
Yeah, it looked like just scary spirits coming out of it and stuff. I'm like, that's a mushroom cloud. Like, if you're within any radius of that, you're dead.
Yep.
Like, it's insane. And I love. Did you ever see the episode where I think it's like an alternate universe where like the Ice King actually stops the nuke from going off? And
I didn't see that one. No.
Nothing gets mutated. Like Jake's a regular dog and like Finn's like a normal kid. Like, but then like by the end of the episode, like he actually makes the bomb go off and he becomes the Ice King. It's really, really cool. But yeah, no, nuclear apocalypse, we'd be screwed.
We'd be totally screwed.
Because that would just kill off everything. We couldn't live above ground for like 35 years.
Well, that's living. At least we could live underground.
Yeah.
But
with 35 years worth of supplies somehow.
Well, yeah. I don't think the next one we would survive. So the next one on your bingo card would be a super volcano.
No, that's like having the asteroid chest burst out of the Earth.
Some people will be like, if there's a super volcano, like the what is it, the Scientologists?
Oh yeah.
Lord Xenu, he's coming.
Oh
it's
God.
Like, no.
No, you guys still wasted thousands of your dollars on nothing.
Yep.
And now you're gonna die by a super volcano.
It's just like there's a volcano at Yellowstone Park.
Because
we
like
would
what
die.
was it? Like I'm pretty sure actually I don't think we would like I think we'd get like the giant ash cloud that would just completely suffocate us out. I don't know if we'd actually burn or anything like that. I mean, the Midwest is completely gone, and I'm pretty sure like a little bit before the coasts are gone. But I think we just get the terrible ash cloud that would envelop the Earth for like 1,000 millennia or something like that. Whatever the science says.
I mean, whatever the science says.
Whatever science says. Someone look up the science.
Whatever the science says there. I mean,
science.
Well, I ain't no scientist. Ain't no rocket scientist. But the next one that could be a possibility after that leading to it could be fucking the splitting of the Earth, aka a big ass earthquake which the ocean floor splits. Which
okay. So we get like, well, like tectonic shift and stuff.
yeah, tectonic shifts of the tectonic plates and
So
stuff like that.
massive earthquakes. So like, I mean that would just completely devastate. Yeah, no, we wouldn't survive that.
Nope.
At all. Like the earthquakes itself, we would get like fall into fissures and stuff, and the tidal waves alone.
That would create tidal waves alone.
Yeah.
And then speaking of which, next on your bingo card, we have tsunamis.
Okay. Which it sucks for us because we're on an island, so like any sort of
We're fucking screwed.
Any sort of rise in the sea level we're pretty much done. There's no more like Fire Island or Long Beach or none of that shit.
Nothing at all. I don't think the island would even last. To be honest with you,
No?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, dude, anything cataclysmic coming this way, like if there was, there would probably be a small piece of it, and then everybody would be like, and then people in Brooklyn would be like, "Oh, damn, we got fucked too." It's like, yeah, so you knew you were part of Long Island then.
No, you can't deny it, sons of bitches.
Because it's gone. Well, then they can because it's gone.
It's gone. You can't say shit now because you dead with the rest of us.
I mean,
what do we got next?
If what we got next, which I think, speaking of water, is we would have anything. Now, this is a mythical one. This is a fucking long shot.
Well, okay.
This is like some folklore shit.
Oh, I already forgot what we wrote.
Anything like any type of some type of titan of a monster, aka Godzilla, Cthulhu,
like some Pacific Rim shit.
Yeah, Pacific Rim, or just Cthulhu and all that shit.
Yeah.
Anything like that.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, it depends on what we're talking here. Like, if we're gonna get into like any sort of fucking nerd shit, if it's a Godzilla creature, then yeah, we're screwed. If it actually every single kaiju we're screwed because we don't know if like our actual artillery is gonna work or if a nuke would do anything. In the new Godzilla, like they actually live off of nukes, so it's like, like we can't win with them.
Let's nuke him. He's living more. He's using it.
It's like cocaine to him. He just won't stop.
Well, I mean, there are a few of these theories, like
what?
Of science fiction.
Okay.
Like, or, zombie apocalypse. People are having that theory since, like what if let's say, the vaccines that they came out with now, just turn into like the movie I Am Legend, and it's just like
that was always a big concern. I mean, I've heard people that have like negative effects to it. Like my dad had his second shot, and he's like feeling like a little run down. He's feeling a little fluey, but he seems alright. Know what I mean? I'd be concerned if I just see him start like biting necks and shit, but.
Well, then,
that is not normal dad behavior.
That's not normal dad behavior.
It looks like vaccine behavior.
Just run. Okay. Great conversation, brain. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out. Oh, in the entire process of me thinking this, I've been bitten at least 5 times.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There's another mythical one, which I guess as both of us being a fan of Marvel, it makes sense though. I'm just gonna get the really fantasy ones out of the way. Symbiotes.
Oh, if a symbiotic creature came down,
like Venom or Carnage. I mean, some people would love that, but then if there's something like that hobbling around,
well, if you want to think of something like that, then there's like a couple other sci-fi movies that are kind of in that vein, like Species.
Right.
Species begins off as a symbiotic creature that gets into the body and then morphs your DNA into this crazy, sex-hungry, freaky alien monster.
Huh.
And then there's Life, where it's this little thing that comes from like the dirt, this little microbe, but then it expands into this like creature that like just starts enveloping you and stuff. Yeah, that would be more in the realistic side. We'd be screwed,
right?
I think, because it depends on whether the creature is really able to survive in our atmosphere and stuff. But I guess that's where the symbiotic relationship comes in. Like it would use us to breathe and stuff, I guess.
But if it's
and also it also matter if it spreads too. If it's
Right.
not like an isolated to one person kind of thing.
exactly.
But if it starts spreading, then that becomes an issue.
But if the symbiote is like parasitic to the point where it just takes all your resources till you die.
yeah, that's more like what happens in life.
Except
Except in life, it doesn't. It's not like you're walking around for a while. No, it'll just it just absorbs you.
Yeah.
But what you call it? So it's almost like a living amoeba. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, we'd be screwed because I think if something like that pathogenic came through from space, like we couldn't even handle COVID. How the fuck are we gonna handle something from fucking space?
Oh, we wouldn't. Nothing at all. I mean, like if you
Because that's basically what that is. Like a living virus that's attached to you.
something that is like, and especially with with humans anyway, it's like we're never ever comfortable with something that's not familiar at all.
No, I hate bugs.
No, I hate bugs.
No, I hate bugs.
Bro, do you know what like sprickets are?
What the hell is that?
They're spider crickets.
Oh, okay, that sounded like something racist for a second.
No.
Oh, okay.
They're spider crickets. I never knew what they were. I was staying at one of my friend's houses, and it was like fucking. It came from like the backyard, him opening the back door or something, and I just saw this thing jump. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And the cat grabbed it, and it just I guess kind of like maybe just like paralyzed a bit. It was still moving, so he kept trying to bite it, the cat, and I was just like, the cat just kept backing up and going away, and I was like,
how big was it?
It was like
Like the size of a quarter?
like probably about that big.
Oh no, fuck!
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
That's got to be at least 6 inches.
It's the size of a spider and a cricket morph, but not like
Oh, that's horrible.
Weird.
Where was this?
I was Bob like that Mr.
Oh, the living meme.
Yes, Mr. Living Meme.
The living meme.
The Living Meme himself.
Yes, that is gonna be the name.
Mm.
But oh wow! So that's on the island. So these things are actually on the island.
Yeah.
And somehow just located at this guy's house.
It freaked me out. I thought those were
That's horrible.
I thought it was like one of those other spiders that like come up from the deck and stuff, but it was just like nope, it hopped and shit. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, don't like that.
But I mean, completely speaking of fuck this, going back to another one, we got alien invasion. Now, there's people that probably don't ever think that this would happen.
Okay.
There's people that completely do, and there's people that are completely biased. But what is your feelings on
an alien invasion?
Or in general, aliens existing?
Aliens existing. I absolutely believe aliens are out there.
Right.
Absolutely. I don't know why they would really want to fuck with us, but like, because I feel like if they have the mastery of like coming light years away to visit, Earth, where there's nothing for them to learn from us at this point. So
yeah. Why bother coming here?
Why, unless they came to study us or something. You know
or
what I mean?
resources.
Or resources, like I've seen some documentaries on an alien invasion. I think there was one on Discovery Channel where the more plausible, because they ran the scenarios of like, okay, so let's say they would come down. Why would they come down here? Like you said, resources. Right. So they would either like screw up any sort of organic material, like humans, trees, animals, whatever they can get to power whatever that they're trying to power. But then they actually thought of a scenario where they're like, okay, so they do the alien invasion where we try and fight them with conventional warfare. Obviously, we lose.
Right.
And then they go all the way to the point where like we're hiding in the mountains and shit, and we're trying to figure out how to take them out still. So they use like the War of the Worlds kind of solution where they get someone who's sick and tries to get him to go up into the spaceship to like infect whoever's up there. But then they realize that they're just eating up all the organic matter because they're not actually flesh and blood aliens. They're actually like robots harvesting either for aliens or they're like sentient AI.
Oh, fuck.
So it's like, because they believe that no organic life form has the ability to travel light years away to harvest material and stuff and just go away. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they believe they either send something out or it's already like a sentient robotic, colony that's coming through and just absorbing resources as it goes along through space.
I mean, this is like a whole big conversation in itself. Like, the fact of it is like, if they're as advanced and more advanced than we are,
Then we're screwed.
then, well, obviously that too. But, whether it's one, they want to inhabit like our planet because theirs is dying. They want to experiment on us to crossbreed us and everything else like that, or other things to study us like we study animals.
Yeah.
There could be an enslavement, or
That's
resources.
True.
There's a lot of factors if aliens show up,
Yeah,
and that's
true.
probably what a lot of people would fucking freak out. But the crazy part is that the government has literally said, hey, during this whole pandemic, hey, aliens are real. Hey, guess what?
No, they said UFOs are real.
They said UFOs are real. But that's not really telling much. Then.
That's what I'm saying. That was just kind of just like a throwaway thing that they gave to us. That's why no one really gave a fuck. Because it's like,
yeah.
Okay, so you acknowledge there are things in the sky that we don't know what they are. Thank you. Awesome.
What was but that's the thing is
they had footage and shit of like.
What was the reasoning really of just saying UFOs exist? Of course they exist.
No idea.
No
idea. I don't know.
Why would you be saying that like UFO usually
to distract somehow? I don't know.
There was no.
I think it was a distraction plan that backfired because like no one really gave a shit.
No.
There was so much other shit going on at the time.
It was like, even if they came out and were like, hey, aliens, there was another thing other than UFOs are real. There was another article about something about aliens. Nobody batted an eyelash at all. You could probably have a fucking, like, an alien aircraft if, like they exist up in the sky, and people would probably not even pay attention. Oh, it's probably a blimp. Oh, it's probably because I'm on shrooms. Oh, it's probably, like weird shit.
I wish that happened on shrooms. As a good Christian boy, I've tried many shrooms.
As a good Christian boy, I've tried many psychedelics, but
Jesus gave it to us.
Speaking of mushrooms and food, the next one that's on your bingo card should be famine.
Famine. Oh, that is sad. I hope that doesn't happen.
I mean, they've been.
We've had something kind of like not really famine, but there's been food lines in the U.S. to try to pick up food during the pandemic and stuff. But we haven't really had anything like famine, but that would suck. But that would like. That would have to be. I guess that would have to mean that like a lot of crops and stuff would have to die off, or we'd have to like eat an animal out of extinction or something. I don't know what would actually cause like a mass famine. I know there's always people going hungry all the time across the world.
Well, that's
but for it to like flow into like, let's say now we can't eat.
Flow into us and like globally everywhere. Well, that's the thing is that there already is like they like already like genetically engineer like make chickens, like they pump them up with steroids and stuff now.
Oh yeah, no, that's like everything from McDonald's.
Like, well, it's just like everything in general. It depends on who KFC. You buy it from. Yeah. That in itself, it's like they're trying to fix that by doing that, which is also probably not a good thing. Fucking with that shit, because in line, there's going to be some weird mutation. Whether I'd have no idea what it's going to be or what side effect it could be, but we'll all find out years down the road.
On the next episode of We're Fucked.
On the next episode of We're Fucked. Your next bingo slot also Skynet.
Yes. AI takeover.
Now, this could very well happen. Especially like
we're very close.
They're showing Japan and they're showing they're inventing robots that can show emotion that are like almost sentient.
Yep.
And that's fucking weird. But you were telling me something before about this.
What? Oh, that there was. I mean, there's a video out there of a robot that essentially said that it has to destroy humans, or it has to kill off humanity. But I mean, in a lot of sci-fi too, that's always kind of like the general scenario because the idea of AI is to preserve life, or something like that.
Yeah,
something to that
to
effect.
to
It always that
sustain.
becomes to that bottom thing. Like in order to sustain homeostasis, I have to get rid of the thing that's throwing everything out of whack,
Right.
and that's usually us.
Uh-huh.
But it's funny too. There's actually another. I don't think the guy has sentient intelligence or anything like that.
Mm.
But from Japan, I'm pretty sure there's a guy that wanted to date Scarlett Johansson so bad that he made his own like sex robot, and it looks like the creepy robot from the one that said I want to destroy all humans.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh
I mean,
my god.
and I'm like, God damn, like a guy went through all that just to make a robot he could fuck, and we can't get a cure for COVID. That's for sure good.
Oh Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
I heard this one's doing well. It's just I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it's still rushed or whatever.
I mean,
Yeah. But anyways, what's the next thing?
so the next one on the bingo card is the plague.
We already got that.
We already got that.
We got
so
that. That's covered.
we will.
Thank you, 2020.
I'll do. I'll mark that off on the bingo
I'll
card.
mark that off right now.
So
let's hope we don't get any more.
Yeah,
What is that under?
that is under B.
All right, let's
But-
not get any ingos.
It all depends. Anybody
Free space doesn't count.
Any free space doesn't count. But anybody that's playing at home, you could space this wherever you'd like.
Yes.
So that we, I mean, if there's another one after this, then we're screwed. But
Yeah, pretty much.
oh god,
What?
there's quite a few more that is just like that are just weird.
All right, let's go
Like-
for it. Let's go
like
for it.
A planet crash, like we've talked about asteroids, but like a planet like
Okay, I
coming
remember.
off its orbit.
Yeah, so that I put myself because I saw like the documentary on like these doomsday scenarios or whatever. So it's like there's a planet that will lose its orbit in its own solar system and just kind of drift through the cosmos, and then eventually it'll just cut through another solar system, but it'll go in proximity but not. So if one came, let's say a planet that looked like Saturn came flying through and came through to Earth. Number one, we're not surviving this. Like literally,
no.
this literally becomes like the Earth is like pretty much vaporized. Like we are, the thing crashes into us and like kind of absorbs us into it, into like its rings or whatever. Like we're done.
I mean, those rings also have like a bunch of like
oh yeah, no, the
debris
rings
and-
the rings hit us first,
Oh yeah.
and then we get a complete meteor shower, and then disrupting everything that's happening on Earth. So we have earthquakes, all that stuff. Especially then the gravitational pull comes in and starts fucking us up there that way. So even if you made it underground, the crust is starting to shift, and then eventually the planet does hit us, and it's like
It's gonna be dust. The
It's-
planet
yeah,
will
no,
be
we're done.
dust.
We're done.
You can't hide from that.
no, we're done. Like that's it. It's over.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I hope that never happens.
I
If
really-
we have to scratch that off, then we're done.
I'd really.
That's
You gotta
We're not-
scratch that one off, and that's the only one you get. Well,
No, that's
Sorry.
it. That's bingo. You should actually just put in that square just bingo. Like automatic. Like
Auto bingo.
Auto bingo.
oh my god. Well, I mean, speaking of planets and what could fuck us up, also, other than our planet crashing or a famine,
Mm.
could actually be drought. Would be the next bingo card.
Oh, like
Massive
it-
drought.
Like if we didn't get rain in the continent for a while, that would suck.
That would be the opposite of Waterworld.
Yes, the complete opposite of water. Oh man.
So I mean that would be
No, I mean there's I mean you could always live through that because eventually I would
You-
hope eventually rain would come back.
If
it
there's-
becomes like a desert planet, then we might be like Doom
that's
style.
different. Yeah,
Then we might be screwed.
you could be
We
very
might
well.
be if we don't adapt quick enough.
That's gonna be headed to Mad Max Fury Road really
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that's essentially what it would become, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Witness me.
Oh my god. I mean, though, it'd be kind of fun
It'd
dressing
be
like
kind
that.
of cool. I wouldn't mind being a blood bag. It's cool.
Yeah. Oh god, I wouldn't mind being a blood bag.
I wouldn't mind. It's cool.
It's all right. Jesus Christ. Speaking of being a blood bag, the next one on your bingo card would be Global enslavement.
Oh, that was a very interesting segue.
Yeah.
But it actually fit though. It fit.
It did.
So like what do you mean by global enslavement?
Now I'm talking about like whether it's, you know, this could go back to the alien bingo card. So you get a twofer on this.
Oh, twofer.
You guys,
You
know,
twofer on this.
now like aliens could come down and enslave us, or there could be somebody or a country that comes in so much power that everybody's enslaved.
So like what Hitler wanted.
Well, pretty much, basically, yeah.
Essentially, because I mean, he wouldn't kill off everybody that's not Aryan. He'd have to have workers.
Oh yeah, he would. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
He would enslave,
which is fucked up.
Everyone.
Yeah, no, that is pretty apocalyptic. I'm not gonna lie, but it is something we can definitely survive.
Something we could survive. Yeah. There's some things that we could survive on this, but there's some things also that...
Yeah, I mean, we are living through the plague right now.
Pretty much. So, I mean... So, let's say... I mean, another thing that we could survive, speaking of if there was a world leader of the whole world...
Okay, so this is more like a sign of the apocalypse kind of thing.
This would be death of a world leader.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, like, let's...
That'd be your next bingo card spot.
So, like, someone really prominent, like if out of nowhere, like, Putin died or something.
Yeah, Putin died, or
wait, did Kim Jong-il died? Did Kim Jong-un died, or was that a rumor that he died and, like, they were trying to pretend like he wasn't dead, something like that? And it was, like, going to go to his, like, weird anime-looking sister?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, I haven't followed up on my latest episodes of North Korea.
You didn't get on your latest episodes of
No,
North Korea?
Hulu didn't get them yet.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I mean, I guess, I mean, who would be the closest to getting knocked off, though? I don't know. Would we get in trouble for talking about that? Like, would they tap the lines or something?
I mean, I have no idea if that would happen. But, I mean, just in case, let's just say...
I got a lot of mushrooms here. JK.
Well, if there was a death of a world leader, quote unquote, I think one on your, next on your bingo card. I mean, I think we both kind of agreed on this, but I think that it would be a total bad thing if this happened for the United States.
Okay.
Now, and this would honestly have to be like, Biden dies and Kamala Harris, is in office and then resigns, and then who's left? Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi.
Oh my.
Oh yeah. Oh boy, for everybody.
Oh my.
I mean,
we might live through that.
We might live through that.
We might live through that.
Really fucked.
Someone get incarcerated first.
Exactly right.
For like having a joint, or speaking my mind with a joint in my mouth.
You know what I really think about this with a joint in my hand? You're smoking and you're speaking about your opinion. Go to jail.
Right to horny jail.
Right to horny jail, you little naughty boy. It's like, fuck. My God, I mean, like the next in the bingo card I would rather have is just like extinction of a critical species. I mean, that would be extinction.
Like a mass die-off.
That would be a mass die-off of probably like, resources that we would need, whether that would be meat, like cows or something like that,
or
fish, or
which is plausible,
or it could even happen to us. There's so many options in that bingo card. But if it happens to us, you're not filling that spot in yet again.
I mean, there's less of us. There's more like cows for you. So good for you. If you're listening to this and you're surviving right now after the mass human die-off, then have fun with all them cows.
Yeah, have fun with all them cows and chickens and all them scrimps and fishes.
Oh yeah.
If you're into seafood.
Yeah, if you're into seafood, you're not allergic to that shit.
No, I'm not. I like fried shrimp.
Oh, fried shrimp are nice.
And baked clams. But speaking of which,
clams? Is clams next?
Clams are totally next if we had the two twins coming out of it singing and bringing Mothra. But no, the next one is a discovery or evolution of an endangered species, of a dangerous species.
Oh, I was about to say I think that actually is good news if we discover
or
an
evolution
species.
of a dangerous species. I'm sorry.
Like a new apex predator.
Yeah, pretty
kinda
much
thing.
where it could easily wipe us off.
Yeah, like if they're like, trying to think.
Or scorpions are 20 feet long or
Oh yeah,
10
yeah.
feet high.
Or like if you want to think about, what is it? What's that movie with they can't talk or anything? With John Krasinski. Goddamn, A Quiet Place.
Quiet Place, yeah.
Something like that, or Tremors even. Tremors.
Oh God, Tremors! I forgot all about that.
Yeah, Tremors could happen.
Oh my God.
Or like,
Definitely happened.
or if you want to get into weirder stuff, like let's say some animal like in Pitch Black, that only comes around like once every like 200 years or something, and it like completely wipes us out.
Oh my God, dude! Fuck. I mean, there could be like, dude, there could be giant fucking tarantulas, dude. There's still like those Iraqi camel spiders. I would still, if that was on my face and I woke up with that on my face, I would instantly slit my own throat. Because those things run at you and they scream too.
What?
Yeah.
They scream?
Yes.
I don't think they scream.
I mean, have you? Wait, you?
No. I've never been over anywhere.
Okay.
No. But so I've never seen them in person. I've seen how big they can get, and they always tell us that it's, what you call it? One of my sergeants said that he actually, when he was over there, he actually like kept one, and like he kept it under his what you call it, under his cot. So if like scorpions came by, that thing would fucking kill them.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then he would like look under the bed and see like all these like dead animal, like, scorpion parts and tarantula parts, and then his little camel spider's just chilling there.
Ugh. Ugh.
No, those things are fucking creepy.
Oh no.
And then I've heard horror stories like someone brought them over by accident, and then like they got out of his ruck or whatever.
Right.
And then like he had like these little dogs in the house, and like the thing was big enough where it actually like killed the little dog, and like ate it or like macerated it and whatever.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, I don't know if that's actually real, but that's what he told me.
Holy shit. Jesus Christ.
So imagine like we discovered just like Toyota size like camel spiders.
Nope. No.
We
No.
wouldn't survive that.
No, I would instantly kill myself right there. I am not
Nope.
being alive for this.
Nope, this is not the
No
apocalypse
way
I signed
that
up
I
for.
am being alive for this, getting eaten alive. I mean, what I could probably withstand on the next spot of our card is abnormal weather change, which we have been having. So can we check that off though? The
abnormal weather changes, yeah. I mean, I feel like even New York used to have 4 seasons. We just have hot and cold now.
Pretty much whenever it kind of feels like it. Like, I mean, sometimes we'll be like Chicago where it's fucking windy as fuck.
Yep.
At least on Long Island.
Yeah. And
You
then,
know.
like, I don't know, it'll be like 70 degrees. Then the next day it'll be like snowing.
Yep.
So it's pretty crazy here. So I would mark that off. Yeah, totally.
So we already have 2.
Oh, that's not cool.
that-
Like this is
Not
a
really
really
good.
depressing game of bingo.
This is a depressing game of bingo. It gets more depressing, but then it might get better.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We got
But-
like
but
Pelosi
just-
in office and
just-
asteroids.
And then fucking giant Iraqi camel spiders,
Oh, fuck
Godzilla
that.
showing up,
Godzilla.
fucking aliens probing everybody in the butt, crossbreeding and fucking or whatnot, or harvesting us or our organs. Or, there could just be an economic depression,
Oh, right.
which would be our next bingo spot.
Complete economic collapse.
Complete economic collapse would be our
Like
next spot.
like depression style, where people are like jumping out of windows and shit because they lost all of their, I don't know, their Warcraft gold or something.
Yeah, or just that would depending on how bad.
I mean, there'd be a lot of looting because we can't afford shit.
Oh, for sure. This would be
It'd be like more like social chaos.
It would be social chaos, but within that, then there would be we would be living in those, those types of worlds, like those, like in movies like Escape from New York and shit.
Oh, I see.
That's pretty much we'd be living in a post-apocalyptic-esque world
I
because
gotcha.
there's no morality or anything after that.
I gotcha.
You know, nobody has morals after that. Everybody's just like
You go back to like medieval times, but
Probably worse.
yeah,
Probably a lot
or
worse.
yeah,
You
maybe
know.
way well. I mean, that's if. See, this is where it gets complicated because it's like we have so many crazy weapons now. Right? It's like
That's what I mean.
anyone can be like some guy in the South that has just like a fucking barn full of rifles and shit could be a warlord. I don't know. I think I would have made a good child soldier. So.
God.
I'm sorry. I'm a little.
I
drunk.
mean, if
my
it,
mind is wandering in places. I'm like, maybe I really missed out on my opportunity to be a child soldier. I
oh
don't know.
God, you child soldier. It's like, here, kid. What's this? Just pull the trigger. It's fun.
Shut up and
Things
take
fly
the
out.
heroin.
just you know what? Aim it and point it at those guys.
Sniff some of this magic pixie dust that I found. It's white. Just snort it.
Hey, I got you this like giant nice clock for you to wear. Just go run to those people over there and show it to them. Oh, okay.
Okay, take this stick. I know it's sparkling. Just go hug those people over there.
Is this a sparkler? Yes, it's exactly
yes, it is.
a
Now go hug
sparkler.
those people.
But you know what? If that were to happen, I would rather than the next one because rather than living through catastrophe. Actually, you still be living through catastrophe in this one. The sun dying.
Oh, okay.
That's the next one on the apocalypse.
I feel like I think we wouldn't survive that. No, we wouldn't because there's no sunlight, so no vegetation.
Nope.
No animals. We'd freeze.
Yeah.
So that we'd be done for unless we found like some way to live underground and like create our own atmosphere and all that other shit. You know what I mean?
Some weird evolution of being some like our eyes would change. That's if we survived.
Yeah, it's almost like we did the asteroid, right? So like
there's one left on this one after the sun dying and we evolving to being nocturnal creatures.
Oh, yeah, mole people.
Yeah. But if that doesn't happen, and this one does, well, then there might not be an apocalypse after all.
Okay.
So the only positive one on the apocalypse card.
Oh, we have a positive one.
One positive one.
Okay.
Jesus actually shows up.
I apologize, people. As a good Christian boy, I should not have laughed at that. But that might be the mushrooms talking to me.
Oh, my God.
So many mushrooms.
So many mushrooms.
I could have sworn I saw Jesus, but it could have just been the homeless guy down the street.
Could be.
But no, if that actually happened, actually that would be interesting because it either could be good or it would cause mass chaos and confusion. Wars would happen. People would try to assassinate Jesus. I don't know if he has crazy Jesus powers where he could just resurrect himself in an instant or something. I don't know. Would it actually mean the rapture's happening? Like, is the devil coming too? Is he going to be like...
That's what I mean. Is this going to be
like
a
Rocky
fight?
style battle happening?
Are we going to be... Is there... Now, what I want to know is, are we going to be the soldiers or are we going to be the audience for this fight? Are they going to sell popcorn? Is there corn dogs in
there
hell?
better be corn dogs.
I'm just saying.
I want all
if they're in
amenities.
hell though, they might be corn dogs, and at the center it's not a hot dog, it's a dick.
Oh, that's true. It is hell. They would do that.
They would totally.
They would do that, even if you had box seats. Fucking terrible.
Even if you had box seats.
That's some bullshit. I paid like at least $70 extra for this, and I got a dick in my mouth.
Exactly. That's what hell would probably be.
that's hell. It's box seats with a dick in your mouth.
So that would be a little bit of a little double-edged sword there. But that is our bingo card. Now, obviously, what I'd want out of that, and we've spoke what you could,
Yeah, if you had a preferred, like, choose your apocalypse.
Mine. Honestly, like, I'm gonna go with top 3. Alien invasion.
Okay.
Godzilla.
Okay.
And Jesus actually showing up. Those are mine. I have my reasons. I love Godzilla, so even if I die, I'm like, whoa, it's Godzilla, and he just steps on me and be like, sick, and then just die. Like that. Why do I have to live anymore? I just saw Godzilla. Alien invasions. I'd have so many questions. Maybe if they abduct me, I'll annoy them so much they'll drop me off somewhere. I don't know. Jesus actually showing up, that could be just a great thing too. But maybe he'll give me an overabundance of weed. He could turn water into wine. Maybe he could turn bushes into nugs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You know, but what would your three?
My three, I probably have to be. I'm gonna go with zombies, and I want to try symbiote because I'm gonna
All right, fair enough.
I want to try symbiote because
That's
if
fair.
if I get
That's
a
very
symbiote, I
fair.
get cool ass powers or something.
That's dope.
I mean, it might kill other people or whatever, but I don't give a shit.
You're still alive.
I'm still alive and I got cool ass symbiote powers. Yeah, I said that. You know what? I'll go with a Godzilla too. So I do want to see a kaiju. I think that'd be pretty dope.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah, I mean, like even it doesn't have to be Godzilla. It could be like just it could be just the shitty Zilla from like the 1998 movie. I'd be cool with that too.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that shitty. I mean, like
I was a kid when I saw it, so I loved it. But
I liked it, but then it wasn't the exact Godzilla. And then even when they revamped him back to being his shape,
yeah, and
they made him thick. They made him like just bottom heavy, and it's just
they
like
gave him the Pixar treatment with that bottom heavy ass.
pretty much. I mean, so we pretty much talked about the card, and we told you how to prepare, or if you can even prepare. But what's going on? We're going to talk about with what's going on right now in the world.
Wait, did we talk about how to prepare?
We did. I mean, each bingo card.
Oh yeah, no, that's right.
How-
Yeah.
I mean-
We kind of went through it, like if we were gonna actually survive this.
They're-
I mean, most of these we're not surviving. This.
I mean, like if an alien abduction happens.
Yeah, no, there's no way of surviving any.
What are you doing? Bending over and spreading your butt cheeks to be like, I'll take the probe, bro. I'll take the probe.
I mean, some people might.
Some people might, which is weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Like, you have Stockholm syndrome, like immediately.
Basically. It'd just be like, I mean, that's just, oh God.
I mean, I don't know if I want aliens to come down and be like, I'll fuck you till you love me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like, let's take your dick, bro. It's like, all right. And they're going to be like, wait, well, what is this guy doing? What is he sucking on my antenna? That's not
That's
where
not
I
my-
urinate.
You know what? At least he's trying.
But he's trying. So,
He's trying.
It's A for effort.
Yeah, you give him a little bit of promotion in the slave ranks.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We'll have him be like one of the generals.
All right, so I guess we did go over it because we're pretty much screwed no matter what.
Pretty much. But, I mean, speaking of screwed, this is like one screw after the other. Just, screwed from Trump. They stormed the Capitol.
Okay.
A bunch of Republicans stormed the Capitol.
All right.
It's funny, like a guy in a metal band. I think it was the guitarist or bass player of Iced Earth.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. He
was there?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
That's news to me.
I mean,
that's random as fuck.
Yeah, I know. And it's
like, why?
It's just.
Wait, did he get arrested?
I think so, and
word.
I think the vocalist.
I wonder if that's like band clout or something now.
I have no.
Does he get like medal points for like I don't know from Iced Earth fans? I don't. What are they? They're power metal, right?
They're yeah.
Power metal.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to like power metal in a long time.
Neither have I.
I assume they're all for racists now, since everything is for racists now.
I guess everything is. They're taking everything.
Racists are taking everything, and it's annoying.
Can you guys not take stuff, please?
Yes, please.
We would
I
like to
things.
enjoy
I like
things.
I like my heavy music. Stop taking my heavy music, you racist.
And it's like, it's funny. A lot of people are complaining that when the cops came,
yeah,
because the cops like apparently weren't prepared for that. And
which makes no fucking sense to me.
Well, the thing is, it's like Trump and those people like kind of talk, so it's just like, but they were just like let in, and then there's this guy that is probably on ayahuasca or whatever the fuck he's on that looks like he just came back from Bonnaroo.
Oh, you're talking about the horn dude?
Yeah, the shaman guy or whatever.
Oh, that dude. Yeah, no, the kid looked like he wandered in from Burning Man.
Yeah, like he just literally is there just to be there. It's like, it's ridiculous. And then like people are counting that as not like a terroristic thing to do, and they're counting people as doing the riots. No, both of you are wrong. It's both wrong, but like it's just hypocritical when it's being done like that. People are saying shit like that.
Well, here's the thing. It's like if that were any other group, there would have been a much stronger response. initially.
Right.
Like they did with the BLM protests, that Capitol was protected. Everything else kind of got lit up, but that Capitol was protected. But then you get these Trump people where after he like kind of riles them up and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't think to like, hey, these guys are all riled up. Maybe we should get a little extra security here.
A little bit.
A little,
more,
you know what I mean? And some of these guys are also 2A people. You know, not all 2A people are like this, but some of those guys are like actually have weapons and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should get some, you know. I mean, BLM protesters didn't have fucking assault rifles on them. You know? And these guys barely got the pepper spray treatment when they stormed the Capitol too.
But the thing is also, it's
initially.
You saw that meme, right?
Which one?
Like the one where it's like the barbarian, choose your fighter, the barbarian, the barb. And then there's like the witch, which is just like this old lady. How the fuck
the old lady guy?
Does this 90-something-year-old woman, which looks like if you blew on her, she'd fall over and break, that she got past? Like it doesn't make sense. You know?
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Like, and then they have, and then like Tucker Carlson said something, which I was so annoyed by this.
Okay,
he was like, well, he goes, so there was this girl that was at the protest. She was minding her own business inside the Capitol building.
Huh.
And she got shot. Okay, first of all, you're breaching security there. You got shot was because you're trespassing. And Tucker Carlson says, well, what if that was your daughter or, you know, or whatever kid, and saying that like, and they said they were going to Capitol Hill to protest. If you went to the Capitol to protest, that's one thing. Storming and going inside the Capitol, that's completely different. So don't and they get upset that when it turned a certain time, that about, I saw videos too where they didn't like what happened when the cops came.
Okay.
And then just then just turned them away.
All right.
And they're like, oh, this person like got injured and this many people died. All right. Well, what about like the BLM movements where so many people got shot with rubber bullets and shit? And there were some people who were fucking peacefully protesting. Don't get me wrong, there were people that were rioting.
Yeah.
But the people that were peacefully protesting, that didn't need to happen to them.
Yeah, they got a lot of shit. They got a lot of shit.
Because there's people that are
even at the little ones around the island and stuff. There's people that are getting unjustly arrested and put down and stuff. And these are people that are literally just walking, and most of them have kids with them and shit. And it's like, and then you give them a heavy police response, like it's some bullshit. And then the Capitol, which is the thing you're supposed to be giving a huge police response in terms of protection, doesn't have it.
Exactly.
For these people specifically.
And that's the one thing that fucking pisses me off. Is like,
because it just makes us look stupid.
Oh no!
It really makes us look stupid.
As a country, it does make us look stupid. And if at this rate, if anybody doesn't can't figure out like how we feel, or at least how I feel about politics with the two-party system in the United States, is that it is flawed. In my opinion, it is flawed. It looks like when one is blinding you, the other party is doing corrupt shit. Then the other one blinds you, and the other one's doing corrupt shit. And we don't really have a true democracy. We don't. It's like, if we had a true democracy, let's just be honest here. Bernie Sanders would be sitting in office. You could think of that take that any which way you want. But the other election, before this one and before this one, and the one that Trump won, the Republican Party, and it was Hillary versus Bernie in the Democratic Party. Dude, this guy had like sold out stadiums like he was playing a fucking concert. He had so much popularity that even in the hardcore scene, people made a mock fucking hardcore t-shirt that said Bernie Sanders, and in the back it had whenever it takes a live shot of like a hardcore show,
and it's like
and it says "Feel the burn" in the back.
Dude,
I
remember that.
It's like, what needs to happen, at least in my opinion, right now, from
Yeah.
everything that's going on, is that there needs to be some form of unity,
Okay.
coexistence. Look, yes, we all know that, yes, everybody would love freedom of speech, but it doesn't mean you have to shove it down people's throats.
Okay.
Everybody could live in civility. It just depends on,
I can see that. You know what my problem is with all of this? It's just it's hard to have a dialogue about anything with anybody. So it's like
Well, wait, what do you mean?
it's hard to have a dialogue about any, like when
Like-
it comes to this shit, it's like it's very polarizing.
So
All of this.
it's like you're not gonna get any biased things or any. It's gonna be either they completely agree with you or they completely disagree with you to the point where you get into a fight.
Yes, it's a me versus you attitude that's
Okay.
been developed in this country at this point.
That makes a lot of sense. Which that's
And
you-
it's like, are you with me or are you not with me?
yeah, or you're against me.
So
and
that's the thing, and it's always just like, how do I discern? And now it's like, with the two-party system, oh, you're Republican, so I don't like you. But now it's getting to the point where I'm like, are you Republican? I don't like you. Are you a Democrat? What kind of Democrat are you? I might not like you either.
right.
You know what I mean? So now
Exactly. It's like there's like a lot of
and it's not even just like, hey, I don't like your ideologies. No, I don't like you.
Yeah.
Like that's,
It's like, it's not that I don't like your ideologies. It's not like that I don't like that I completely disagree with you, but it's the fact that there's people that are basically, like they don't have anything. It's like you don't have anything else better to do. Or it's like you're trying to fight for something that you have no idea on. I mean, I don't know how else to word that. I mean...
Oh, so you're saying like you don't like people that kind of just jump on the bandwagon, that kind of thing?
Like, I don't want, for the sake of doing things, I don't like people that just jump on the bandwagon or are just fighting for the sake of fighting.
Oh, I see.
And it's...
No, there's I know people like that.
the people that
Or
like...
they're just like, hey, look, I'm actually dealing with some different issues that have
Exactly.
nothing to do with your cause, but I'm working through my own shit by using your cause.
Yes.
I got you.
And basically, that actually, you took the words right out of my mouth with that. Like, I'm doing this, I'm angry, or I'm just this way, and I want to pick a fight, and I want to be right, and I'm going to argue to the point where I'm right, where it doesn't even make sense anymore.
Uh-huh.
And it's ridiculous. It's like you almost feel like you look to your left. All right, there's just a little weird. You look to your right. All right, that's fucking crazy.
Mm.
And you're sandwiched between this just shit of complete extremes where it's just like you think like as a quote unquote normal human being, where it's just like, what the fuck? I mean,
yeah.
that's what my take is on it. I don't know what yours is.
No, it's true, because I always grew up thinking, hey, you're a Democrat.
Right.
But literally, that's what my parents. You're a Democrat, like, because then we're always gonna vote Democrat, and that's what I grew up on. But then like you start really getting into, especially through the Trump administration, where politics are being shoved in your face all the time because it became the mainstream. Because of him, like, say what you will, you knew what was going on because that motherfucker didn't know how to shut the fuck up.
Right.
So it's like, then you start delving into other things and you start seeing what the other side is doing, and now we have Biden, and it's like, I'm not really liking what the other side's doing right now,
yeah.
but I didn't like what the other guy was doing either. Like I said, I think the main motivation for people this election was just, we have to get this fucker out.
Was get Trump out, and that's
and
the
then
thing.
And now we're back to the old way of doing politics, where it's just like,
are we fucked though? It's like, here's
like,
the thing.
oh, he's doing things we don't like already.
That's what I mean.
So it's like, but it's not loud.
In my opinion, now I'm going to ask you this question actually. Do you think that they put somebody in office that where you would hate them so much that you would vote them out, that you didn't realize that the next person could potentially be worse.
No, I got
I'm
you.
just I'm coming up with a theory. I
don't
don't
know.
like Trump and I don't like Biden either. So
No, I got you,
sorry.
but that's interesting. So you're saying like, okay, hey, let's put this guy in office first.
Mm-hmm.
Let him fuck shit up, so that way, no matter who we put up next time, they'll just get that guy out.
Exactly.
And then we'll finally have the guy that we want and how we want to run things.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's actually one like the base idea of what. No, that's not QAnon. QAnon like basically said that Trump would like save everybody, or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. I don't know if I've actually. That sounds like a theory that's already out there, but that's interesting.
I mean,
I could see that. I could
Yeah.
totally see that. To be honest, if we're gonna get into like conspiracies and shit like that, that's an interesting theory.
I mean,
because also, like I said, like now it's just like, hey, now this is when the real shit is starting.
well, that's what I mean.
You know
this
what
is
I mean?
this is
but
where
then that also means like, hey, guys that
we're
thought
just
that Trump
gonna
was
pop
a
off.
savior. No, Trump is not the savior. Trump is the fucking pawn that they use to fucking put us into checkmate.
pretty much. It was just like you move. It's like in chess when you move that one fucking your last piece,
Uh,
and then it's just like, you didn't know what you were doing because the person was distracting you with other moves,
yeah.
and then it's just like, here comes Joe Biden.
And then here comes Joe Biden. Checkmate, you bitches. But that's interesting. I mean, honestly, that could be something. You know what I mean?
I mean,
If
like,
you want to get into something where like how the world is getting manipulated and all that stuff.
if people
You
like,
know what I mean?
you want to think about it this way, it's just like now before, Trump was in office, he was
Yeah, that's
was
some V
in-
for Vendetta shit right there.
he was in music videos and stuff. He was in like rap videos. He was on the WWE and all that. He had his own show. He was a loved icon.
I mean, not loved.
Not
but
loved.
Everyone knew
I
who
wouldn't.
he was.
I mean, people who think
Everyone knew who he was.
people are most likely think he's great. He's an idiot. Let me take a picture with him. But also, it just like this was something where it's just like, well, we got somebody like this. This guy could distract everybody. And, and then not only do they do what? Out of nowhere, you go from having like rappers and stuff supporting you and you being in their music videos, then to having racists support you.
Yeah.
A bunch of racists support you.
Yeah.
And it's funny. It's like I've seen, because I'm like, well, everybody says Trump's a racist. So then I went to listen to like a few interviews in the 90s when he was a businessman.
All right.
He would say he would call other people out that he was a bigot. Doesn't mean that he's not himself, but it just seems like I don't know. But also at the same time, it was just like,
I mean, here's the thing. There's people like, oh, he takes pictures with rappers and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But then he also
has said,
there's also an incident where I think it was like 5 kids or something in New York City where they were charged with like raping and killing a girl, something like that, and they were of African American descent.
right.
And basically, and they got charged with all that stuff. And then Trump actually led this huge like campaign thing again, like, oh, these kids are monsters, like we should just give them the, like fucking kill them, blah 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 blah. And then like, but even after they were like later on they were acquitted, he like doubled down on that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy because like it was
And-
almost
but
like he could see how
but
long he could take the shit. But here's the thing
I
too.
feel like he says what he has to say to get the publicity he needs to
That's
get.
what I mean. Like
And
he's just
but at that point, it's
talking
like,
out of his ass.
Yeah, and then it's like, I do think he is a racist, but I believe at this point it's like, how much of that do I show in order to get the publicity I need to get?
Right.
And when he was president, it's like, okay, I have to kind of play neutral, but I am going to play favorites to these guys. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, then I mean, regardless, we got this guy.
Yeah. Now we have this guy.
Was a public.
Who is? Yeah, I know what you're going to get.
He was a public figure, and then he got basically, instead of being a public figure that's like a joke or whatever, ended up becoming a villain. And now the fact that you want the villain to go away, you want a superhero. So then, like, we got Sleepy Joe Biden, and everybody.
Superpowers just sleepiness. That's
Exactly.
terrible. That's what we could get, people. That's what we got. Sleepy superheroes.
Sleepy superheroes. So we got him. He is openly racist. there's been quotes where he's like, where he says, I don't want any going to school with my kids. Tried getting rid of Social Security 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is there was quite a few things. Do you remember what we read off of that the other day too? Like of like that list that we saw that he did in each like almost like every like couple times in a decade, from like this like the 70s to like the
all the
NAFTA,
fucked up shit, all the fucked up shit he did.
Yeah, and all that.
Yeah, no, he's not a fucking angel. But it's like, here's the thing too. Also, it's like he was a politician from the get go.
Right.
So you already have a list of all of his political sins.
Right.
Like, Trump never had that. All he had was just being a celebrity and being a businessman. But now with Joe, it's like, oh, now we know about you. But like I said, the motivation for this race was to get the other guy out. So we kind of overlooked all that. But now that we have this guy in office, now we're looking at it like going, oh, so this is who we voted in. We should probably kind of like maybe say something. No, I don't know.
Like,
dude. Like buyer's remorse. Like
it's like this. They wanted to put somebody bad in office that you would vote anybody else in, and you wouldn't even know until it was too late that it's worse. Well, we don't know that yet.
No, not yet. But he is doing some shit.
Some weird shit. That's a little bit it could be promising, it could not, but I think we could save that for
another time.
A little discussion for another time for next week. This is Trash Culture. This is Nick
and Oscar
signing out. Peace out, dudes.
Thank you.